Hello everybody, welcome to this next video on linear algebra. In this video we will talk about construction of linear transformations and the scheme for the construction we have already discussed in the last video. We know that if a linear transformation is known on the basis of the domain space, then that transformation is completely known. So let us construct 2 or 3 linear transformations here in this video. Suppose we want to construct T from say V2 to V4, where V2 stands for R2 and V4 is for R4, and we have a basis of V2. The basis we are taking here is 1 comma 1 and 1 comma minus 1, right? And if I know a transformation only on these two elements, then I can completely determine that transformation. So I'll give you some transformations and you have to find out those transformations. So this is your value linear map value at 1 comma 1 and 1 comma minus 1. So for T1 we are constructing T1 such that it maps 1 comma 1 to 0 0 0 0 and 1 comma minus 1 also to 0 comma 0 comma 0. Then you construct another map T2 which maps 1 comma 1 to 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0 and 1 comma minus 1 to 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0. And you construct another map which maps 1 comma 1 to 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 and 1 comma minus 1 to minus 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1. And then you have last map which you have to construct is 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0 and 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. So you see you have to construct 4 linear maps here. So this is your basis for V2, right? And you have to find these maps. So first thing what you have to do, let us take x comma y, any element in R2. So you want to write that element as linear combination of the bases. So you want x comma y as alpha into the first element of the basis plus beta into the second element of the basis. So first element of the basis is 1 comma 1 and the second element of the basis is 1 comma minus 1. So this is equal to alpha plus beta, alpha minus beta equal to x plus x comma y. So you get alpha plus beta is equal to x, alpha minus beta equal to y. So you add, you'll get 2 alpha is equal to x plus y and you'll get alpha is equal to x plus y by 2. And similarly you subtract, you'll get 2 beta is equal to x minus y, you'll get beta is equal to x minus y by 2. So you get any x comma y can be written as x plus y by 2 into the first element which is 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 which is the second element 1 comma minus 1. So here you simply can guess also, but this is the basic technique that you can write alpha into the first element, beta into the second element, then find alpha and beta. So it's your choice which way you want to go. Okay, if the elements are simple, for example in this case it is easy to guess that you will get x plus y by 2 here, x minus y by 2 here. Now T1 you will write T1 x comma y as T1 of this whole quantity on the right hand side, x plus y by 2 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 1 comma minus 1. Now these are your scalars. So because this is a linear transformation, you will get x plus y by 2 T1 of 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 T1 of 1 comma minus 1. Now for T1 this is 0 and this is 0. So you see T1 this is 0 and this is 0, right? So you'll get x plus y by 2 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0 plus x minus y by 2 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. So you get 0 0 0 0. So you get T1 xy is 0 for all the elements. It means that T1 is 0 map. Fine. Now let us construct T2. T2 is T2 of x comma y will be T2 of x plus y by 2 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 1 comma minus 1. Now because T2 is linear, because we are constructing linear maps here, so you can write it as x plus y by 2 T2 of 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 T2 of 1 comma minus 1. Now you see T2 of 1 comma 1 is this and t2 of 1 comma minus 1 is this. So we'll just put these values. So you'll get x plus y by 2 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0 plus x minus y by 2 1 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. So just add, you'll get x minus y by 2. Then for the second element you'll get x plus y by 2. Then you have 0 and 0. So this is your tx comma y. So this is t2x comma y. So this is your second linear map. Now let us look at third linear map. Again you'll write t3 x comma y as t3 x plus y by 2 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 1 comma minus 1. So this is equal to x plus y by 2 t3 of 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 t3 of 1 comma minus 1. Now if you look at t3 of 1 comma 1, it is 1 1 1 1, and this is 1 comma minus 1 is minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So you'll get here x plus y by 2 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Now you just see what you'll get. You'll get first element will be x plus y by 2 minus x minus y by 2. Second element will be x plus y by 2 minus x minus y by 2, and same and same. So this is equal to y. So you'll get y, 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 y. So it means that t3 of x comma y is defined like this. It is a linear map. Now let us look at t4. Again you'll do t4 x comma y will be equal to t4 x plus y by 2 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 1 comma minus 1. Right, now you see t4, this is equal to, because t is linear, t4 is linear, so you can write it as x plus y by 2 t4 of 1 comma 1 plus x minus y by 2 t4 of 1 comma minus 1. Now let us look at what is t4 of 1 comma 1 and t4 of 1 comma minus 1. t4 of 1 comma 1 is 1 1 0 0, and t4 of 1 comma minus 1 is 0 0 0 0. So you'll get it as, this is equal to x plus y by 2 1 1 0 0 plus x minus y by 2 0 0 0 0. So this is t4 of x comma y. So this is x plus y by 2 comma x plus y by 2 comma 0 comma 0. So this is your linear map. So this is how you construct different linear maps. So in this video, until this video on linear transformations, we have seen the basic definition of linear transformations. We have seen how a linear transformation is constructed. In the next video or coming videos, we'll look at something called range and kernel of linear maps. So to be done in next few videos is an important topic called range and kernel of linear transformations. So this is what we are going to do in next few videos, right? So I'll ask you people to practice lots of problems based on what we are doing here, and in my YouTube channel there is a description for my site which is Maths for All, right? You can see that, you can visit that site, and in that site we have a section called quiz, and we have many quizzes for you in that section. You can just see your performance. Right now we are making quizzes for linear algebra only. So if you are doing this course, it is better that you visit my site Maths for All, then you visit the quizzes section, and in that quiz section you can see your performance, that how much you have learned about this course. And thank you.